And this whole thing with inserting drugs and going to the jail with it, you could have died. They actually took some of that drugs from you. That's what they're saying, that you uninserted it and gave them some and they got sick.
Some defendants wear their bad decisions right on their face. Today, those decisions are finally catching up with her. 26-year-old Haley Moore is standing before Judge Boyd facing 2 serious felonies, evading police in a vehicle and the shocking crime of smuggling drugs inside her own body into a county jail. It was a deadly gamble, and today that gamble backfires. Watch closely till the end. That's when Judge Boyd goes off the record to deliver a brutally honest reality check that this young woman will never forget.
All right, and this is a plea to 2 cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Each time you come before me, you have more and more tattoos. Yeah. Oh. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1853, 2024 CR 008966, State of Texas versus Haley Lauren Moy. Moy, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Antonio Ariola.
Defense?
Robert Gear, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Moy?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
We have, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, we.
Are there any applications?
No, Judge.
Okay. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery and each cause number. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
State and 1853, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? It appears that you are. The evading.
For 1853, yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, and 8966, are you proceeding on both counts? It appears that you're proceeding on count 1 only.
That's correct, Judge, and we waive count 2.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
Ms. Moore, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the cause number ending in 53, you're charged with evading arrest, detention, vehicle. And the cause number ending in 66, and count 1, you're charged with prohibited substance or item in a correctional facility. That's a 3rd-degree felony. The evading in a vehicle is also a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment in each of those cause numbers anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand in each cause number you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe that she does, Judge.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe so, Judge.
Ms. Moy, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargain pages?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 53, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 008966. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 1854, and there's to be restitution, if any, to Samuel Brazier, Brazier. And the cause number ending in 66, according to the plea, state is proceeding on count 1. Punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 1853. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 1854. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreements in each cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraphs in each cause?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in either cause number, has there been any such motions?
There have not been, Judge.
Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State in each cause number, do you have any evidence?
Yes, Judge, state offers State's Exhibit 1 with attachments under each cause number.
Defense is reviewed, Judge. We have no objections.
In each cause number, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police report? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same for sufficiency.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in each cause number, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just respectfully request that the court follow the agreement with the state.
All right. Then what the court will do is in the cause number 2024 CR 008966, court will find you guilty, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. All right, what the court will do, in that cause number, the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 1853. I'll take in consideration 2024 CR 1854, and I'll ask for the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but maybe that can help you when you're released. And then in cause number 2024 CR 1853, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 008966. Take in consideration 2024 CR 1854. And there's to be restitution, if any, to Samuel Brazier. And I'll also request the therapeutic community. Again, the therapeutic community is there to help you if you have any type of mental health issues or medical issues. So if you serve 4 years, they won't keep you because you haven't completed the therapeutic community. I do not have jurisdiction to force them to let you be in the program or to order them to place you in the program, but I think it's something that you probably need, okay? All right, and each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause number, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. How old are you?
26.
All right, you're 26. You still can turn your life around. When you were young, what did you want to be when you were thinking about what you could be in this world? Oh, what is it?
I wouldn't.
Okay, I hope it's not. Were you around when Julia Roberts had her movie out?
No.
All right, I'm just saying that because there were some people in my school, they're like, oh, I'm going to be Julia Roberts. And I was like, that is a crazy idea. But here's the thing. What I'm telling you is you still have a chance. You're not in the twilight of your life. I'm in the twilight of my life. So you still have more of your life in front of you than behind you. So you're gonna have to make some changes. And this whole thing with inserting drugs and going to the jail with it, you could have died. And then the person who, this is how far addiction will take you, right? The person who got, had vomiting and everything, they actually took some of that drugs from you. That's what they're saying, that you uninserted it and gave them some and they got sick. So when you think about that, when you get clean and sober, you're just going to be like, who would do that, right? So when you go to prison, if I'm still here, when you get out of prison, if you need a place to stay, of course, you won't be staying with me, but if you need housing or you need help with drugs or whatever, you can come back here and I will pick up the phone and find a place for you, okay?
Okay.
And do not put any more tattoos on your face, okay? And don't get involved with anybody who wants you to put their name on your face. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
4 years behind bars. That is the price for running from the law and smuggling drugs into a county jail. But today, the courtroom delivered more than just a prison sentence. Judge Boyd held a mirror up to a broken life. She demanded accountability, but she also offered a lifeline, a chance for this 26-year-old to erase the mistakes of her past, even if she can't erase the tattoos on her face. Now, we want to hear from you. Did Judge Boyd strike the perfect balance between a tough sentence and a motherly warning? Or was 4 years behind bars too light for the dangerous crime of smuggling drugs into a jail? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next courtroom.